There have been a couple of incidents of people dumping huge buckets of water on NYPD officers in the New York area over the last few days. So far, the NYPD have busted 4 men, one of whom is a Crips gang member on probation. So why are people dumping buckets of water on cops? I'm not really sure, but I'll tell you about it right now on IO. What's gravy? You're watching IO. We do the news, make it entertaining. I'm Charlotte, but you can call me Your Majesty. Just kidding. Don't call me that. But it's always appreciated if you do. Subscribe if you need that news clout, and follow us on Instagram because we need more clout, always. Viral videos are circulating that show people dumping water on cops in the New York area. The incidents took place during the New York heat wave over the weekend. One of the videos shows an instance where a bucket was thrown at a cop's head. According to NYPD's Chief of Department, Terrence Monahan, actions they've seen in videos recently will never be tolerated in New York. The crazy thing about these videos is that the cops involved were ignoring the people who were blatantly disrespecting them. Police arrested 3 men who were captured on video hurling water at cops in Manhattan and Brooklyn. The cops had been sent to the areas to break up disorderly groups at fire hydrants during the heat wave, and in both incidents, the police left without arresting anyone. The officers were ridiculed both online and by their superiors for letting people disrespect them in this way. So far, 4 people have been arrested. The first was a 28-year-old known gang member. The other 3 men arrested were Courtney Thompson, Isaiah Scott, and Chad Bowden. All of the men are 28 years old. They face varying charges including harassment, criminal mischief, obstructing government administration, and disorderly conduct. The suspects weren't only going around dumping water on police. One woman had water thrown at her and her phone was ruined. So the thing about this story is that there were a lot of people arguing online as to whether or not dumping a bucket of water on a policeman is just like a prank, bruh, or a display of anti-police sentiment. Yeah, okay, sure, it's just water and it was a heat wave. It must have been nice to get doused with water. But it actually turns out that one of the incidents took place during an arrest in Harlem when the police had a suspect in custody on the back of a police car. There were a group of people tossing buckets of water on cops, and at one point a bucket was thrown at his head. There was also a huge debate sparked about how much restraint police should show when they're being blatantly disrespected like this. This is a day and age, after all, when police are constantly criticized for being too violent towards suspects, especially African American suspects. But how much crap is too much crap, and where do they draw the line? Police Chief Monahan said any cop who thinks that's alright, that they can walk away from something like that, maybe should reconsider whether or not this is the profession for them. But Chairman of the City Council Committee, Donovan J. Richards, who oversees the police department, criticized those remarks, saying that the department preaches exercising restraint, so why are they surprised when an NYPD officer does just that? He praised the officers for avoiding needless confrontation that could have easily spiraled out of control. Mayor of New York Bill de Blasio tweeted, "When you disrespect our NYPD officers, you disrespect all New Yorkers. We don't tolerate that in our city. The truth is, crime has never been lower in New York City, and that's because we're bridging the divide between police and communities, a divide Rudy Giuliani helped create." Ooh, that's some shade over there. What do you guys think? Should these cops have just walked away, or do you think they're admirable for showing restraint? Let me know in those comments. For now, I'm gonna respond to some comments from our video. James Charles mocked a disabled fan. Pika Jelly said, "Rather than jump the gun, I'll wait for an opinion when we hear more information." Good for you, I'm proud of you. Bixen said, "Damn, Charlotte, got any fries to go with that shake? You know what I'm saying?" Yes, I know what you're saying, honey, and I got them fries. Faith Ellis said, "Hey, last time I was this early, JoJo still had a hairline." That's great. RDY4 Something Natural said, "IO is a must sub. I need these types of news videos, and we need you all the time." That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Click this playlist right over here to keep watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed your time here. Subscribe if you want more, and maybe I'll see you in a future IO video.